Hi everyone, this is Della, your regular host on the chat with Della. And today we'll be talking about a very profound topic, which is accountability in relationship. What does it mean to be accountable in your relationship? How do you handle accountability in relationship when it comes to finance, when it comes to making decisions and every other thing? And today we'll be having really important people who are in a relationship. They are not yet married though, but we understand that being in a relationship, you have to practice what you want to see in your marriage. And this is what these people are going to enlighten us about, how they handle accountability in relationship when it comes to everything, making decisions, finance, when it comes to schooling, every other thing. So, and they'll take us on the track of how they intend to make it work even in marriage. I hope that you'd get so much and you'd be enlightened. And our guest for today.
My name is Adeola Fadekemi.
Okay.
My name is Onunche and Fadekemi.
Oh, okay. Thank you for coming on this show today. Yeah. So I'll be asking you a series of questions that has to do with accountability in relationship. Yeah, you know. So and going through like knowing that you guys are in a relationship, I just want you to briefly tell us. Okay. No, first let me ask, how many years has it been, or how many months?
It's more than 1 year.
Okay, it's more than 1 year.
January 2018.
Okay, January 2018. Okay, so it will soon be 2 years. Yeah. Okay, so 2 years of your relationship, how has it been defining what accountability is? Because like a lot of times accountability can come in different ways. You might maybe making decisions pertaining to some things and not some other things. How do you define accountability in your relationship? Onuche, can you help us?
First, now you have to look at what accountability is.
Okay.
Some people define it as being answerable to someone. Some people define it as being accountable to someone. I think what I feel like in every relationship, there should be that conscious effort.
Okay.
To being accountable to your partner. It's very important, whether as regards finances, as regards whatever it is that is going on. Am I supposed to delve into our own relationship?
Yes,
okay.
sure.
Because a lot of times, like in decision making, I don't think there's any decision I actually make without actually letting her know, and not just know, but then she has a say in it as well. So that's basically
it's about accountability. Okay, so riding through with the definition you just gave about accountability in your relationship, I'd like to say, Fadekemi, do you think that in relationships there should be a restriction to when it comes to finance now? Because she has talked about the decision part of it. Of course, finance is one of those decisions, but it is something that people find confusing and something that people find like, why should we be accountable? So when it comes to finances, how accountable are you in your relationship? To what extent can you say you have been accountable?
Percentage.
Yeah.
60.
60, okay. Onuche, should I ask you, or that's the same answer?
I
have the final say right.
Okay.
I will just still do it.
You have to follow.
I'll just do it.
Okay, 60. Okay, they said 60. So I'm talking about also decision making. And at what stage in a relationship do you say that you tend to make decisions about things pertaining to the future? Okay, now when I say future, I mean like children, upbringing, workplace, labor market, all these futuristic plans and decisions. How far do you think a couple or people who are in a relationship should go in making decisions on life plans?
Let me answer.
Okay.
Let me answer. I think it's from the first day.
Okay.
The first day of the relationship. I'm not saying it's everything you're going to decide that day with our children, blah blah. I think it's a step by step.
A process.
It's a process. First, you can questions like, where do you see yourself in next 2 years, 3 years? What are your plans for life? Gradually, I think at that point you guys are still friends.
Okay.
So it's the questions are still limited
to some areas.
With time, it progresses. Before you know, they're asking how many children do you want.
Okay. Okay, so you just heard that, and I know you might be wondering why I'm bringing like a less than 2-year-old relationship on my show, and this is because a lot of times a lot of people feel that you have to spend so much time before you can be accountable to your partner or before you can discuss a whole lot of things, and that's why we have come to make everything in liquid form so you can take it in. So I hope that as you watch all through you get so much from it. So Onuche, I also want to ask, in accountability in your relationship, to what extent can you say that anyone around can probably learn from you? Is your relationship a like, how will I put it now? You know, there are some people that don't like the whole show of, oh, we're in a relationship and all that. But you know, being in a relationship for you guys, I want you to say, to what extent can people watch and even notice already that you're accountable in your relationship? Like, can they call you and say, oh, Onuche, please, where's Fadekemi at this time? And you'll be able to say, or can they say, Fadekemi, where are you at this time? And or where's Onuche at this time? And you'll be able to say. So to what extent? Both of you are going to answer that, but Onuche,
we're working on it.
Yeah, we are working on it. The thing is, there's no perfect relationship.
Okay.
There's no perfect relationship, and it's always a work in progress. We keep developing ourselves. We keep getting better. And then there are days. There are actually, let's say, there are I would say rainy days, or the days when it's not exactly all smooth.
Yeah.
And then you have to still like
hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry it happened, and I'm very sorry you didn't know about this, or you didn't know about this, or this decision was taken without. So, like I said, there's no perfect relationship, but then people who watch can always still watch and learn one or two things at least.
Yeah, man, true. Okay, so can you also add anything to that?
But also learning. So people that watch
okay, so they said, yeah, they're learning. So of course, yeah, this is just to make us understand that while you compare your relationship to another's, or while you think you are not yet there, it's always a process. And like Fadekemi said at the beginning, in learning accountability is a process. In knowing future plans is a process. Okay, so what do you say about a relationship whereby one of them is probably an introvert? You don't talk, like you feel like you can figure it out on your own. You don't need somebody else to help you do that. And how do you become in that kind of relationship? How does one become someone who talks? Maybe you want to become accountable to your partner and all that. What do you have to say about that?
Open your mouth. Okay. You just have to start from somewhere. You have to. If you don't talk, your partner would know what is in your head. He doesn't know what is going on in your head.
Right, true.
So you open your mouth.
Yeah, okay. I think like when we started, she used to write notes at one point, and she would write notes and give me notes, and I'm like,
I'll pass.
And we're like sitting beside each other.
And it wasn't the anger.
Just
talk.
How bad can it be?
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So you just have to open your mouth. Yeah. Even whenever that thing is just shaking you, just open your mouth and talk. Because it's not a spirit, you will not know. And you know, sometimes people say that ladies are quite confusing. Like sometimes I don't know how true that is. Onuche, you have to help us. Maybe ladies, they say ladies are very confusing. Today just say you're okay, but she's not okay. When she says she's okay, she's not okay. Or when she's saying okay, or when she's saying okay.
Am I confused?
Or when she says okay, that means she's not okay. Or when she says, oh, I understand, she does not understand. What do you have to say about that? Does it happen?
Well, you're putting me on the hot seat.
Just say.
It's becoming really hot. But the thing is, a lot of times, sometimes they say when a lady asks you something, that's what she wants. How far? Don't you think this spot is a nice spot? They mean we should come and eat here, or we should stop by and grab something there. And well, that's the thing. You just, as a guy, I feel like ladies are very sensitive, and they are like higher, like when it comes to some of these things. And then as a guy, you just have to, yes. I am one of those people who think that way. That ladies can be very
confusing.
But then as a guy, you have to just catch up.
Like they have thought far.
Yeah, they have thought really far, and then as a guy, you're now like, some people may just pass and say, the place is fine, let's go. But then they're like, hey, babe, Papa,
start making plans immediately.
So you just,
okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay, so what do you have to say about that? Nothing. Okay. So like now, even still talking about accountability.
Yeah.
What do you have to say about someone who is maybe two people who are into a long distance relationship, they are into a relationship whereby the other person is probably abroad, an international thing, and maybe okay, you're in Nigeria and he's in America, for
You
instance.
take me along.
So how do they communicate? How do they still communicate in that instance?
Um, it's something that has to do with dedication, because even if a lot of times communication can actually really kill some of these things,
Okay.
and then you must be really dedicated to the point where even if you know, let's say you don't talk, let's say for a short while, because I won't really advise anybody to go and now, because they can't talk, you don't talk for 1 week,
Okay.
2 weeks. I know that's serious. I
Right,
know
true,
people that
true.
at some point they were talking for like once a week, and I'm like, how do you cope?
Are
That
you
means if you're
serious?
talking for once a week, you're talking for only 4 times in a month.
Wow.
If you're going to put that in days, that's just first to fourth of a whole
True,
month, and you're just
true.
talking
And that's
for,
a long time,
you get
right?
that's a long
So there are a lot of things would have gone on. The gist one day, so I have something to talk about.
At all.
But really, I feel like okay, it's a relationship. It has to be like every time
Yeah.
bubbling. You always have something to say because, of course, like what goes on in your life every day, we make decisions. Oh, I want to go to this place. I want to apply for this. I want to do this. Let it be a joint decision because at the point where you decide to go out, and maybe like you have to take such decision. Like you have to wait for me. Yeah.
I want to have my bath.
So you have to wait. Like okay, now you're having to wait for that person for 2 or 3 years. You have to communicate and let that person know. So in essence, what we're trying to say is just communicate. Make sure you try as much as possible. Make deliberate efforts to communicate and let it happen like that. Okay, so now my next question to you rather is when it comes to purpose and being accountable, even in purpose, what happens when at a particular time in the relationship, because we all know that the first thing that brings us together or the first thing that helps us to even move in life is the issue of purpose. Now, what happens when one of you now feels like this is not your purpose anymore? You just feel like this is not what God has planned for me, or maybe this is something that I misread. So how do you now come back again to align your purpose?
That's a serious one.
Oh, not like that before.
I mean,
that's a very serious one, because when
Okay.
you talk of purpose can be a really serious topic. A lot of times for people who even have to deal with things like that, you're now leaving the other person who is stranded, and you're now like, so it's either you are separating if you feel that way, or because I've seen people who at some point they said, okay, this is not what he wants to do again with life, and he has to move into
Onto
something.
another
And I've
thing.
seen relationships that have actually
Broken because of that.
So
Sure.
it's either one person is going to, let's say, sacrifice and say, okay, now he is now becoming a military man.
Okay, so let me just help.
You get, I have to now still deal with that and then put whatever I had in mind, or person. It's one of those two things actually.
No, very good. So now we can see how far communication or accountability in relationship can take us, even in aligning your life purpose and making sure that everything still goes on well in a relationship. You have to make sure that you communicate it to this person, because this is someone you want to go on a journey with, and he has to know where you are going to or where the relationship is heading to. So thank you very much for answering these questions. And okay, so I did not tell you, this is meant to be a shocker for my session. There's a personal session on this show. Yes, where we get to ask you personal questions. Are you ready?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
How personal?
No.
How personal?
how
is
was
the
now?
question?
Okay, very, very, very personal.
Very personal.
No, just one very.
You're looking at me. The one we are not supposed to answer, we will not answer.
See where accountability. I use accountability here again. so okay. Now let's cooperate.
Okay.
Yes. Stop. Okay, so now my first question. Should I ask this? Okay, so what's that thing that you have done as a couple in this relationship that you regret the most?
regret the most?
Well,
That you feel like
That's a
you shouldn't
tricky
have
one.
done it.
that's a tricky one.
Like you both shouldn't have done it.
That's a tricky one.
I don't understand.
I
I don't want to understand.
don't know.
Have we done it? We've not done
No,
it.
no. I'm not done it.
We've not done it.
Don't worry, I'm lost.
I'm lost.
Exactly.
I'm lost.
Maybe they're still chilling.
They don't want to answer.
No, I'm saying.
I don't
I'm
understand.
trying to wrap my head around what can. Oh, no. Maybe
Okay.
that's
Okay, so let's do it like this. Since both of you are
Be
trying
clear.
to cooperate, you are trying to slime
be
me.
clear.
No, I'm going to ask you your question. I'm going to ask him his question.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not about the same relationship.
No, I will ask you something about the relationship and I'll ask you something about the
Oh my
relationship.
God.
Two different
They'll
things.
be looking at me.
So, Onunche, you answer my first question that I just asked. I realized you were thinking about it, so I'll wait for you to think
No,
about it.
I don't know, because when you say something we regret, it's I'm seeing it as from my own side. But if you're saying something we regret, like two of us regret doing, but then if you're saying, okay, maybe while in a relationship I do something and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done it.
Oh no, not that. Okay, so let me ask another question. Was there any time or any point both of you felt like breaking up?
Yes.
Plenty times.
Yes.
Okay, I want to know the last scenario that happened. Yeah.
Okay. Let me see.
Like you just sat down,
The one I can remember.
Fadekemi, let's just. We're not doing.
I think he was going through some stuff, personal stuff, so he was just overreact. Sorry.
Yeah,
You gotta apologize.
Now I can say he was overreacting. Now I can say.
So it was overreacting.
He was
and
not
you
saying.
just.
He was not saying. Think time. What? He was speaking English because I did not get. So
Yeah.
English that I was.
So he was saying
Yeah, I did not have time. Trust me. Spoke sense into you.
that you're not going anywhere.
We're
We die
dying
here
here.
together. Thank you very much, Onunche and Fadekemi. This has been a very awesome session I've had together. Thank you very much. So make sure you subscribe to this channel. Click on the red button below and make sure that you get to click on your notifications, your notification bar. I think it's here. Oh yeah. Just click on it and make sure, you get. Yeah. Okay, right beside just you see a bell something like so thank you very much. And I think you can contact them. Probably have questions. This is Fadekemi Alawa and Onunche Oboye. Yeah. So please just Onunche of the Roots. Yeah. So you can reach out to them and ask whatever questions you have. And if you have questions, you can also ask in the comment section.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.